All right, I think we're on. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the Brookfield Public Library streaming this open mic featuring me and Dan O'Connor and your host Adam Rush is running late. My name is Mike Cesario. I'm a musician from New York, and I'm here to play some songs. Citizens of the world, word from out of town. Look at me when I talk, I'm feeling kind of proud. Writing letters with no address to be found. I'll see you around. I hope you were taking pictures of our love this time. You could see our faces glowing for the rest of our lives. Isn't it perfect? Isn't it lovely to lie beside? Melt and let the oceans rise up to the edge of the mountaintop. Give a rest to your legs and pop a squat. Feel the earth telling stories of us and trust. I hope you were taking pictures of our love this time. You could see our faces glowing for the rest of our lives. Isn't it perfect? Isn't it lovely to lie beside? Melt and let the oceans rise. Earth is still, but it's moving. There's a hole deep in the ground, and it does not want to be found. There's a hole in my heart, and it's been there from the very start. Could they be related in some way? It's impossible to say. It's impossible to overflow into space in a sea of doubt. This will soon be erased in your spatial cloud. Feel me writing songs for you out loud. I'll see you around. I hope you were taking pictures of our love this time. You could see our faces glowing for the rest of our lives. Isn't it perfect? Isn't she lovely to lie beside? Melt and let the ocean. If you're just joining, welcome to the Brookfield Public Library streaming me, Mike Cesario. Dan O'Connor and Adam Rush. Thanks for having me. This one's out for my friend Matt and my buddy Rob, who requested it. My buddy Matt just moved to Spain, and this was one of our favorite songs to play together. It's called One Day She's Here. Pretty little girl in a coupe de ville saw her disappear up across the hill. One day here and the next she's gone. Stay just long enough to hear my song. Had her for a minute and she slipped away. Settled in a wedding on a rainy day. One day here and the next she's gone. Didn't even get to hear me sing my song. She disappears just like the dawn. One day she's here, the next she's gone. Probably never find another one like her. No, no, no. About the only thing that I know for sure. One day here and the next she's gone. She's the kind that likes to keep moving on. She disappears just like the dawn. One day she's here, the next she's gone. She disappears just like the dawn. One day she's here, the next she's gone. Thank you. Thank you. All right, keep it moving here. I'm gonna do another cover. On the wheel of a yellow cab, outskirts of Birmingham. He's dreaming of a traffic jam in Manhattan. Below the city in a subway car, she feels just like a shooting star. Never thought she could get this far from her old man. Last phone booth in New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody home. She doesn't answer, she walks past her. She won't be going back to Alabaster, no. She won't be going back to Alabaster, no. No, no, no. 1,000 miles away, she still feels it. Scrape off his chin, the bruise on her spirit, yeah. The phone is calling, but she won't get near it, never again. Steps on the gas just to harness the anger. The last thing she do is try to understand her. Stuck in time like a fly in the amber, and she never transcends. Last phone booth in New York City, ringing all day. I'm calling somebody's home, doesn't answer. She walks faster, yeah. She won't be going back to Alabama. She won't be going back to Alabama, no. Wow, 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 wow. Time passes, distance grows wider. Dark future is brighter and brighter. She's got a new heartbeat inside her, and he's her own master. He's her own master. Last phone booth in New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody's home, doesn't answer. She walks fast, no. She won't be going back to Alabaster. Last phone booth in New York City, ringing all day, calling somebody's home. Yeah, she doesn't answer. She walks fast, no. She won't be going back to Alabaster, no. Ooh. That's the Wood Brothers, Chris Wood. Yeah. I'm gonna play one of my songs here from the Tip record. My band Tip the Band, look us up. It's on our last record. It's called Me and My. Me and my girl, we had this experience. It didn't have to be a thing. Solar flares from your eyes, they remind me your world is magnified. In the air, we can rest for a moment, otherwise we're gravitas. In a world fueled by pure interaction, our peripherals are blind. No fear will arrive when we figure out we have no fear will arrive when we realize we here now are traveling down river, no paddle, no kayak. Hearing words as we drift through the jungle, never mind the fear of attack. All I want is to have you beside me. All I need to do is interact. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's no need to turn back. No fear will arrive when we realize we have no fear will arrive when we realize we feeling lost and afraid, like no one's grabbing at the reins. Despite my strength, I can't complain, I'm riding off the rails, but it's okay, I know the trails. Get out of my head, get out of my way. Me and my it's just me and my girl, yeah. Me and my, it's just me and my girl, yeah. Me and my, it's just me and my girl, yeah. No fear. My feelings don't exist but persist for the reason just to bother you and stand in your way. I plead the fifth and stand along the beach until I catch a bottle that'll teach me what to say. Read through the lines, read through the space and time and how we redefine ourselves in every single way. And though I've thought it through, I still am standing next to you, transfixed upon the will, and there's a way. Thrill is gone, radio play, so only what I need to hear clearly out. Right foot wind. Thrill is gone, radio play, only what I need to hear clearly. I'm out. Right foot. Thank you. All right, I think that's it for me. I think my time has come. Thanks, Adam Rush. Thanks, Brookfield Public Library. Thank you, YouTube viewers and my fans, family, friends. You're the best. Keep on keeping on, people. Stick around for Dan, for Adam. Okay, so I guess I'm good to go.
Go for it. Handing it over.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm just gonna play my own original songs tonight. This one is called Antarctic Moon. You know, I took a walk down to that dirt road, to the house that's falling apart. Went to see that voodoo girl cooking soup in the broth of the heart. Yeah. You know, her potions came over me like the sea under an Antarctic moon. Yeah. Well, you know, I took a statue from her garden and a bug from a jar. Made it past the Iron Gate, down that lilac tree trail to my car. You know, her potions came over me like the sea under an Antarctic moon. Yeah. Well, you know, her potions came over me like the sea under an Antarctic moon. Yeah. Her potions came over me, oh, like the sea. And you know, that voodoo girl was blind, but she could see right through me every time right now. Yeah. All right. This next song is called Crowd in the Palace. Come on down to the dawn of the world. Let's take that path through the atmosphere and give 4,000 answers to all of your questions. And maybe it'll all become clear. Take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace. Take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace, in the palace. With the crowd in the palace. Let's roll with the light and leave our coins behind. Ride the waves through the ages, see unknown planes and stages. Turn the engines on and drive right through the sand. Yeah, down that long road until we reach the end. Oh, take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace. Take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace. And our souls flows like magnets that attract us like fragments, floating in the yellow desert air. They dance all around us, kicking up dust. From Bethlehem to Lancashire, oh. You stand looking on at a woman that's real. She was dark, but set free by fire and hearts. Now she got a direction and found her glory. It's a connection to a lovely place. Oh, take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace. Take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace. Take out your guitar and pray with the crowd in the palace. With the crowd in the palace. All right. So, yeah, thanks a lot to Adam for having me out tonight and the Brookfield Library. Michael, sounded great. I love your style. This tune is called Tour of the Flowers. Oh, darling, your magnetism draws me to you. You bring me out from nowhere. You shine like the sun. There's a mystery in your eyes of blue, and it's your smile that tells me you're the one. Yeah, I want to take you on a tour of the flowers, a tour of the flowers. Want to spend an incredible hour on a tour of the flowers. I want to spend a tour of the flowers, a tour of the flowers. I want to spend an incredible hour on a tour of the flowers. To see all of history in a shower of every garden door there, wisdom and power. I'll take you higher than a song can lift you, baby. Then take a dive off the cliffs and rock formations. Wanna take you on a tour of the flowers, a tour of the flowers. I wanna spend an incredible hour on a tour of the flowers. Wanna take you on a tour of the flowers. I wanna spend an incredible hour on the tour. You were the girl in the fountain with honest senses. I never thought I'd see those waters in the distance. And the clouds parted, baby, without making a sound. You came uninvited without making a sound. And I said, shh, quiet now. I said, shh, quiet now. Wanna take you on a tour of the flowers, a tour of the flowers. I wanna spend an incredible hour on a tour of the flowers. I wanna take you on a tour of the flowers. Yeah. I wanna spend an incredible hour on a tour of the flowers. All right, and this is a new song of mine called The Last Secret Winner. Listening to the brook in the cool winter sun, holding back the crimson tears that I won. After the emissary turned me away with lies, feeling the meanings and the touch that you can't buy. I deal in silver that flashes in the sky, lonely and slow with no direction to ride. I listen for the rings as the years close on me too, whistling a pretty tune I thought that I once knew. She's still in the trees and I try to forget her in the moonlit breeze of the last secret winter. Of the last secret winter. Unknown thinking in my head just keeps on refusing, remembering the shadows of the kind that keep me losing. Even falling closes as starlings steal the light, the queen sipping roses in the quiet of the night, reading the mysteries of Ursula Thiel, the legends of the strangers that never once prevailed. I've taken the steps and made it up the icy trail, cracked the illusions on the lakes of Shilthorn Hills. She's still in the trees and I try to forget her in the moonlit breeze of the last secret winter. Of the last secret winter. Havana Brown bustles by Stone Mountain Road, the wild tabby lady that loves to lay low. I hear the humming bells holding off the spring, while invisible storytellers calm the king. A row of willows playing a snowy beach of dunes. People drinking spirits, they pass out in their rooms. Miss Blizzard Blue whispers on through the forest, spreading smoke and wonder with the symbols of the Taurus. She's still in the trees and I try to forget her in the moonlit breeze of the last secret winter. Of the last secret winter. All right. That's it. That's it for me tonight.
Good job, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks again, Adam.
No problem. No
Yep.
video for me tonight, but I think I'm going to do an audio.
Okay, sounds good.
So, but I'll put this thing on here, I think. Yeah. So, Rachel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Great. Why don't you just do it without the video, and I'll just do it for sound.
I think that's a great idea.
I mean, at least that's something. Go around the can here. Am I right? Hello. My name is Adam Rush. I'm the Poet Laureate of Brookfield, and I am the host tonight. I want to thank Michael Cesario from Yorktown and Dan O'Connor from Fishkill, two of my best friends as far as musicians go. And Dan plays in a band called Phoenix Tree, and Mike plays in a band called Tip, among others. And really appreciate them doing a thing. Tonight, unfortunately, I will not have video because I'm having some kind of video problem, but I will read some poetry. So thanks for listening. All right, so let's start. What do you say? I've got the cat here, Pumpkin, telling me what I should read. Let's see. Why don't we start with this one? This one's called Softly She Breathes, and it is a video on my YouTube channel by Miles Dupree. My YouTube channel is Atom Rush, A-T-O-M, Rush. And it's a video I shot not too long ago. Softly She Breathes. Sheets of rain sifting dark concrete, angels flying in morbid patterns, dimming street lights against unfamiliar storm, suspended fireflies disappearing from the night, drowning in sour rain. Softly she breathes, her cigarette words escaping her mouth, invisible demons in a forbidden language, overcome all reality. Empty substance clouds his imagination. Mind racing, grasping images of past moments in jealous survival. She clings to her addiction like stale heroism. Trees shivering in the mist, lit up by cars like zombies, headlights breaking the cool, moist air. A playground, ancient feelings, crucified by children chanting conceived morals of gods, hollow droplets of pain. Faraway windows opened, generating cries, deadly creatures of love, a dying art, nothing without words. Softly she breathes. We were sure the beach was abandoned. No lawn chairs or decapitated sandcastles, no torn dreams of a child. A long pier sways gently in the inspired tide. The frozen moon hangs in the stale air, tired and restless. I held her hand tight to scare away the demons possessing her innocence. We lay down and naked we stared, naked to the world, crowded by screaming eyes. I tasted her lips. They were wild with fire, soft as a razor blade, bleeding warm. All right. Next piece I'm going to be is kind of a Charles Bukowski tribute, if there's any fans out there. I do perform this quite live with music quite often with my band, the Atom Family. So let me start off. It's called Hard Barred. I am hard barred relentless, chasing tail under red light, banging heads into toilets. A nice piece in days, edgy no feeling. I am a hard bard with a soft crucifix in the deaf hand, as fibs pursue tales of ordinary madness with disdain and fascination. We are lost on the streets, waves crashing over rails, no place for the water to recede, our actions unable to proceed. Hard barred to everything euthanized and revolutionized. I just beg and borrow or brag. A nice piece in Raz. Thoughts rip across broken glass. I am a hard bard, ruthless, revealing truth, writing history to the source, warped and honest. I am a hard bard who sees the best minds into delusion, find resolution in crime, time spent on the hustle. You taking notes, sweetheart? We are rusted on memory, entrenched insight, crashed on your floor couch, draining your supplies. No pages for the words to retrograde. Our image of lost beats, renegade. Hard bar to anything fastened and flattened. I just speak and sing and see. Documents burn across broken glass. I am a hard bard, Bukowski, primed to steal your cut, raiding madness, steaming up windows, a nice piece in days. She is edgy, no feeling. We are here to laugh at the odds and live our life so well that death will tremble to take us. That last quote is a Charles Bukowski quote. And I do think, as we learned just recently with the inauguration yesterday, is that poetry is a very powerful voice on the stage. And I was really impressed with the performance and very honored to know that she's a poet. And she's going through some of the same experiences in life that I probably will go through as well. Not entirely, because every experience is obviously different. But she will be doing it with words by her side. This one's called Frisco, and it was written while I was out in San Francisco. Sun melting away, ocean surround sound, and this coast unbelievable. For the ones in flight, may they die here. Sun, infinite unruly disturbance, now parts the clouds, like knife to night, unafraid of the ocean, a poet at the movies. Looks through window, a beautiful creature, towels in hand, gracefully walking to the other end of this immense maze. The sound of facility, the steam of wet fantasy, the sound of gentle plains between sun and cloud, the sound of ancient trains. This beautiful woman, capture and control every curve and angle, his sight deflected by neck-high shrubbery sculpture. The way the sheets never stay on the bed. Also want to thank Rachel for doing the administrative stuff for us here tonight and being our producer for this show. We've been doing this every month. We started as pretty much Zoom, and now we're moving to doing more live streaming. Maybe we'll try Facebook next time, and I'll fix my video in that time period. This next piece is called Hijacked into Meditation. It's kind of one of my older pieces. It was written at Bob's Diner in Brewster, if anybody's familiar with that diner, right at the train station for Brewster proper. And right at that train station, I used to go down to the city to do shows a lot, so I would always come back to that diner. That diner was almost always a place I would get some kind of breakfast coming back in the morning. And this poem was written at that diner. Borrow my thoughts, if you will. If you sit alone in an immaculate diner, the sizzle of the grill, the clanking of silverware, the coffee-stained cup left empty by your waitress. The traffic outside looks so familiar. You were here once when it thrived with new faces, crowded your eyes, caressing your curiosity, and things were fixed. Borrow my thoughts, if you will. Alone for a moment, Billy Joel was coming clear through the radio, waiting to inhale that fresh piece of home. Embrace these shops, streets, woods, lakes, ponds, your last stops before Eden. Every song from the past, like waking up at night shivering in a wet bed, and you're an alien to passion, a fool for feelings clear in mind, venturing into slumber. Borrow my thoughts if you must, my weary body, frame in this empty diner, cradled over the counter, burning cigarette not imagined between the fingers. Sleep somehow now, justifying life, fall apart, and my borrowed thoughts will be revealed. This piece I just got published recently at a magazine called The Closed Eye. It's called Secluded Beach. Sometimes I call it With More Heart because one of my friends thought Secluded Beach was a little depressing. But I feel like Secluded Beach best represents this poem because it is about art and the creative process. And, in the idea that, I'm sure you've heard the term, if a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear it? If you write a poem, does anybody really hear it? Do people listen to it? So that's kind of what this poem is about is like, why do we write? It's not always just for the audience. Sometimes it's, for something that means you need to get off your chest, some kind of expression. So it's called Secluded Beach. Willows whisper in the shade of the absent moon. Blackness becomes a beacon to creatures of love and lust. A candle melts lopsided, still glowing bleakly. Where the light vanishes into the shadow, where the tide draws back from the ocean, where we leave particles that the water forgets to sip. With pain, we hold regret, shattered antique pictures of bashing, bearded souls, eroding the shore with verse, venturing to speak when all else is quiet. This beach of uncertainty, where Whitman meets his lover for a swim, where rosaries fall and drown in its undertow, where solitude creeps up on me, leaves me distant, where poems strip the fruitful tree and meet as piles of leaves, wet and deserted. Ah, but art is so perfect. Why must we demand the reader take notice? To lie alone on a dark plain, reciting these words to a throbbing earth, with more heart than the creatures have to hear. Such distant cries and howls, fading in the west. Let's see here. This one's kind of a newer one. This, sometimes I'll give myself like little projects to, keep the creative process going. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it does. This one in particular was one where I basically remembered a lot of the philosophers that I studied in college. And I was like, I should write some poems about these philosophers and whether their philosophy holds up now, and how they would feel about that. I thought that would be interesting. This is one that's kind of come out of it, but it's not. It's probably less about him and more about how he would feel if he was around today. But it's called Mad Kid Kant, and the philosopher is Emil Kant, the German philosopher. A modern strangulation, stifled by moral agents, body platform, limited perception, recognize experience, adjust to demand, adapt to dispense. Mad Kid Kant cracked your skull, burned your newspaper for the sanctity of thought. One more fence whitewashed. A modern strangulation, mask obvious, poisoned introspective, justified denial in corporations and governments, disguise altruistic movement, the face value of dissolution. Mad Kid Kant kicked you down, burnt lines of race to build atrocity of rage. One more village in reclamation. A modern strangulation cradles all points, its purpose reversed, dripped in ancient secrecy, Apache war bones in crude display, born to the scenery. Mad Kid Kant crackled the path. The brain is the seat of the soul. Greed mediates the will. To live outside the law, you must be honest. Long thought forgotten, short thought revived, congregation disgusted by all atrocities, shocked faces, molded like sculpture, shallow graves marked by rain. Grass is eternal. Grass is eternal. Man, this grass is eternal. It keeps growing under one divine law, higher than structure and technology, keen to the sense. It knows survival. It knows survival. Man, I know survival. I have another piece I wanted to read, which I haven't read live before. I had written a couple poems after Sandy Hook. One a shorter one that I kind of use more often. This one is a little longer. And it was written, this one in particular, the other one was written kind of more about what happened and the horrible loss and pain that people would feel. And it equated, the the idea of the milkman, this idea of somebody that just the best neighbor you could ever have kind of thing. But this piece that I'm going to read tonight is called Antonym. And if you know, that's the opposite of a synonym, the opposite of something. And it's more about the media that came around about this and how that kind of, marked how people responded to it more than actually what happened. I hope you like it. I haven't, like I said, I've never read this one live before. What is this? In his hand, a rifle, twisted plot. Wrestle feelings from victims, awaken new angels. Don't see this stranger frozen in a snow barricade. How can this happen? No more golden shields, no more promises, no more lollipops in the envelope. Awaken, first angels, before Santa arrives. Disconnect. What is this in our heart? Morbid curiosity. This new world package built on fear. We distrust every opinion. Second Amendment robbers steal breath away from the pacifist. Paper pushed past moderation. How can this happen? What is this? Unarmed and free? Not Antonin in his hand. A million faces distorted with anger, an abundant bounty. To kill all the voices that sing in beauty, unaware of this terrible singe, built on fear. We discount every demand. How can this happen? The TV trucks roll into town, disdain and clowns. One more dagger. A diluted media talking down around us. All right, that's all I had for tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching this on YouTube. And again, I'd like to thank, Dan O'Connor from Phoenix Tree, as well as Mike C. from Tip. I also want to thank Rachel for hosting this event. It's a really great pleasure. I enjoy doing all these events. We'll probably do another one in February, maybe try a different platform. You can always send your opinions to me. My email is 13 and then 3 A's in a row, AAA sun, like the sun that we have outside, at Gmail. And I'd love to hear any kind of, ideas you have, comment on the YouTube page. I will be sure to check it out. I know we had some sound problems earlier, which is something, we're obviously, we always try to work on as best we can. But again, thank you for tuning in. Right now, I'm just pretty much calling this the antenna, and the living art antenna. But again, thanks for listening, and we'll hopefully get you another one in February. Keep an eye out on Facebook or on the library page.